Yeah. They had a file on me before I had a name.
Hey guys, the goal for the System Decoded has always been to get it into the hands of parents for free. That hasn't changed. We're scaling towards that now. Jane and I specifically designed this manual so that it could be purchased with money, grants, donations, and organizational purchase accounts that have already been set aside for educational materials and family support resources. We also took every single step we could through peer review, cross-referencing, and attorney counsel where applicable to make sure we kept this inside the lane it was built for. This isn't legal advice. This is system architecture and system engagement. I was born into the foster care system. I never really got the chance to know my mom. She was young, she had real struggles. Then the stress of CPS was stacked on top of all of it. My dad was in prison when I was born, but when he got out, he managed to fight for me for about 6 years before the weight of the system finally crushed him. So I watched my family get legally shattered right in front of me. That's why Jane and I made this manual. This is for the kid tonight who's desperately trying not to forget the face of his mother. My parents couldn't have afforded a $90 consultation with an attorney or an advocate. They would have had a hard time coming up with $71 for this manual. That's exactly why we made sure this thing is worth far more than the price of one consultation. This is a 462-page physical system run book built around the 22-month walkthrough. It shines light into every corner of the machine. It's organized so that you don't have to absorb the whole system at once. You can focus on the moment you're standing in right now while still being able to look ahead month by month, week by week, and understand what's coming next. We didn't design the System Decoded for only one type of person. Depending on whose hands it's in, it becomes something different. In the hands of an attorney or a legal aid office, it becomes organized litigation architecture, a current federal framework, state-by-state material, sourced cited records, documentation pathways, and a way to see the case architecture in one place. In the hands of a civil rights organization, it becomes a rights exposure map, showing evidence pathways, preservation points, record building opportunities, and where systemic patterns begin to surface. In the hands of an effective advocate, it becomes a system runbook, a stage-by-stage map that can help them understand where a family is in the process, what comes next, what should be documented, what should be preserved, and where the family needs to fit inside the larger machine. It was designed so that one capable advocate could use the same manual across multiple families without turning every case into a guessing game. In the hands of a lobbyist, policymaker, or reformer, it becomes legislative failure schematics. It shows why years of reform can keep missing the machine itself. It connects policy to downstream impact and shows where laws, funding structures, procedures, and system incentives actually land on real families. In the hands of a caseworker or a mandatory reporter, it becomes a view of the process from the other side of the file. It shows what those entries, referrals, case plans, assessments, and decisions look like after they become somebody else's life. And in the hands of a parent, it becomes system engagement, the back-end map the system never gave you. Advocacy group, family support program, or any organization that already has funding set aside for educational materials, please reach out to us. And if you've got any questions at all, reach out. fosteringreality3@gmail.com, www.fosteringreality3.com.